Hello, welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we are going to listen to conversations of people talking about the people they love the most. This video is divided into two parts where the characters will share about the people they love the most with their workmates and best friends. There will be a listening comprehension quiz at the end of each scene. So, listen carefully and see if you get all of the questions right. Also, be sure to stay with us until the end of the video. We'll point out important words from the conversations, everyday slang, and the most common way to say things in English. Watch for these words and phrases in the subtitles. You'll find their meanings in the vocabulary section in the last part of the video. Are you excited? This should be fun! First, let's listen to a conversation between Matteo and Benjamin as they talk about the people they love the most. Let's see how their conversation goes. And don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's dive in.
Benjamin, it's been a crazy morning. I barely had time to grab lunch.
Tell me about it. These deadlines are relentless. Glad we finally get a break. How's everything with you outside of work?
Can't complain. Life's been good. Actually, I've been thinking a lot about my wife lately. She's amazing, you know?
Ah, the wife. That's great to hear. What about her makes you say that?
Where do I start? She's my rock. You know, no matter how tough things get, she's always there with a smile, a kind word, or just a hug. She's got this incredible way of making everything feel better.
That sounds wonderful, Matteo. It's amazing to have someone like that in your life. For me, it's my grandmother. She's the person I love the most.
Really? Your grandmother? That's awesome. Tell me more about her.
Oh, she's incredible. She's 85 now, but still full of life. She practically raised me, you know. My parents were always working, so she was there for all the big moments. Taught me how to cook, how to be kind, and most importantly, how to enjoy life.
Sounds like she's quite the character. What's the best lesson she's taught you?
I think the best lesson she's taught me is to always find joy in the little things. She would always say, life's too short to be serious all the time. Find your happiness, even if it's just in a cup of tea.
That's beautiful. I can see why she's so important to you. My wife has a similar outlook. She's always finding ways to make ordinary days special. Last week, she surprised me with a homemade candlelit dinner just because.
That's the kind of stuff that keeps love alive. It's those little surprises and moments of thoughtfulness that make all the difference.
Absolutely. You know, it's funny how different people can impact our lives in such profound ways. For you, it's your grandmother. For me, it's my wife. But at the core, it's all about love and support, right?
Exactly. It's about having that person who believes in you and stands by you no matter what. Speaking of which, have you ever tried cooking one of your wife's favorite dishes as a surprise for her?
I have, actually. Let's just say it didn't turn out quite as planned. But she appreciated the effort, and we had a good laugh about it. How about you? Ever tried cooking one of your grandma's recipes?
Oh, definitely. Her apple pie is legendary in our family. I tried making it once, and let's just say it wasn't quite as legendary. But she was proud of me for trying. It's those moments that stick with you, you know?
Totally. It's the effort and the thought that counts. Here's to the amazing women in our lives who make everything better.
Cheers to that, Matteo. Cheers to that.
Here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Matteo and Benjamin. What does Matteo think about his wife? Matteo thinks his wife is amazing because she supports him and makes him feel better when things are tough. Why is Benjamin's grandmother important to him? Benjamin's grandmother is important to him because she raised him, taught him things, and showed him how to enjoy life. Have Matteo and Benjamin both tried cooking for their loved ones? How did it go? Yes, Matteo tried cooking for his wife, but it didn't go as planned. Benjamin tried making his grandmother's apple pie, which didn't turn out perfectly, but both appreciated the effort. So, did you get all the questions correct? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's listen to a conversation between Ellie and Mila as they also talk about the people they love the most. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's begin.
Hey, Mila, you wouldn't believe what we did in class today. Oh, really? What's up, Ellie?
We had this activity where we had to share about the people we love the most and why. It got me thinking about my family.
That sounds interesting. Who did you talk about?
I talked about Theodore, my younger brother. He's just the best. Always full of energy and so curious about everything. How about you? If you had to do the same activity, who would you talk about?
Definitely my parents. They've always been my rock. I don't know where I'd be without their support and love.
That's so sweet. What's something about your parents that you absolutely adore?
I love how they balance each other out. My mom is super organized and always knows what to do, while my dad is the one who can make any situation fun. Together, they're like the ultimate team.
That sounds amazing. It's so important to have that balance. With Theodore, it's his curiosity that gets me. He's always asking the most interesting questions, and it's like seeing the world through new eyes every day.
That's adorable. Does he have any favorite hobbies?
He's really into building things lately. Legos, blocks, anything he can get his hands on. He'll spend hours creating these intricate designs. It's incredible.
Future architect or engineer, maybe. It's so wonderful seeing them grow and develop their interests.
Absolutely. And your parents, do they have any special traditions or things they love doing together?
Oh, we have this Sunday morning ritual. We always make pancakes together. My dad tries to flip them in the air, and it usually ends up with at least one on the floor. But it's those little moments that mean so much.
That sounds perfect. It's the simple things, right? Like, Theodore and I have this thing where we'll just lie on the grass and watch the clouds. He'll point out all these crazy shapes and stories. It's our little escape.
That's beautiful. I think it's so important to cherish these moments and the people we love the most. They shape who we are in so many ways.
Couldn't agree more. It's like having our own personal cheerleaders. They inspire us to be better and give us the strength to face anything.
Exactly. And even though we're talking about them now, we're also incredibly lucky to have each other. Our friendship is such a big part of that circle of love.
Definitely. Here's to the people we love the most.
Cheers to that, Ellie.
Before we review the key vocabulary from these conversations, here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Ellie and Mila. Who did Ellie talk about in her class activity? Ellie talked about her younger brother Theodore. Who are the people Mila loves the most? Mila loves her parents the most. What hobby does Theodore enjoy? Theodore enjoys building things with Legos and blocks. So, how many questions did you get right? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's review the vocabulary from these conversations. First, we'll review some of the natural-sounding everyday phrases used by native English speakers. Watch the video again after you study the vocabulary words to learn them even better, and subscribe to see our other videos. Can't complain. A way to say that things are generally good. My rock. Someone who is very reliable and supportive. Quite the character. Someone with a strong, interesting, or unusual personality. Stick with you. To stay in your memory for a long time. Shape who we are. To influence or form our personality and character. Now let's review other key vocabulary. Raised. Brought up or took care of from childhood. Outlook. A person's point of view or attitude. Profound. Very deep or intense. Traditions. Customs or beliefs passed down from generation to generation. Escape. A break from reality, a way to relax. Were the conversations relatable? Try using these conversations with your family and friends. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.